Hello everybody and welcome to the Derek Ruby Show. I am your host, the previously mentioned Mr. Ruby, and I just got done watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So I'm going to give you a spoiler-free review about it. Now normally I do spoilers with most of the movies I watch, but this one was so good I'm just going to go ahead and give you a spoiler-free one and tell you to go out and watch it. So first things first, this movie has a great opening sequence. It's very thought-provoking. The movie has tremendous pacing. It's got action, it's got comedy, it's not too long, it definitely has some raw emotion. And one thing that I think is very important, it has a lot of character development. They really give you a background story on some of the characters, and I'm sure it answers some of the questions that you might have been wondering. But over 90% of the characters have character progression. And that's one of the important things I look for when I watch a sequel, is how does the story compare to the original, and is there some strong character development? And this movie gives me all of that. The cinematography is amazing. I don't know how many movies I go see, but if 3D is an option, I always go see it in 3D. And believe me when I tell you, there's some movies that are just rendered in 3D that aren't that great, but Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is not one of those movies. It blows me away. The CG was just on point. I would also like to say that the main thing about going to a movie is to be entertained. And when I left the theater, I was happy, I had a smile on my face, I felt entertained, I didn't feel like the movie was too long, and it left me on the edge of my seat. Of course, if you watch this movie, be sure to stay to the end because, like all other Marvel movies, it has an extra credit scene. It's not just an extra credit scene, it's multiple extra credit scenes. Some of it's funny and some of it has some good information. So don't leave the theater till you see the screen turn black. The acting was phenomenal. I honestly cannot think of really too many bad things to say about it. I love the soundtrack to this movie. One thing that's weird about how they score the Guardians movies is you wouldn't expect that kind of music would work in a sci-fi type comic book movie, but for whatever reason it does, and it just adds that personal touch to the movie that I really enjoy. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and run out and go see this movie. Marvel really knocked it out of the park again. Marvel Studios has proven over and over again that sequels can be great additions to their originals, and that is something that Hollywood has had a lot of trouble doing in many cases. So I'm going to give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 5 stars. So thank you guys for listening to the Derek Ruby Show. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. So as always, have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.